How you doing, YouTube? This is Mario, and if you kind of see me limping around, that's because I have a boot on, and I fractured my foot about 2 minutes ago. So yeah, this is gonna be a video on how to put your BMX bike, how to build actually a BMX bike. I went ahead of time and installed my bottom brackets, and if you can tell there's a spacer inside, you actually want that in there. It's because if you don't put them in there, what's going to happen is that over time your bearings are going to get warped, you're going to press in, whatever, all this stuff. So, and then the same thing, I already put my Odyssey C-clamp on ahead of time. And here we go. So you've seen pretty much a lot of videos how they tell you to put bearings on the outside of the grease, right? Well, I don't. The reason is because you don't really need grease, because since they already have grease inside, after a while they're gonna start releasing grease and it's gonna start lubing it up by itself. So you don't really need to add grease to these. And then I already have my crown ring in here, if you can tell. My crown ring rise, I already have it in there. So that one I'm putting on top for true. And then here's my other one that goes on the bottom. And all you do is just, see right there, all you do is just pop it in, and that's all you have to do. And then, let's see. Well, it comes out, that's normal sometimes. Doesn't want to stay right now, I don't know why, but it's fine. I got myself some Colony dagger forks. Yeah, Colony dagger forks. And see that little extra grease right there? That was already from my headset, and all you're gonna do is just slide them right on. If your bearing pops out, whatever, that's fine. Just pop it right back in place. The whole purpose of this ring is when you put your fork on, and you can tell it wiggles back and forth. All you do is you slide it on there, and what it does, it takes away that space of that wobbling and stuff. So, and then I already have, let's see, nope. Here's your headset cap. If it has like a tight fit, that's how you know you're gonna get good compression. Or else, if it's loose, you already know that it has the O-rings have worn out in it, so it's gonna like be a little off center sometimes. These are like spacers for your headset. It depends on who you are and how you ride. Like if you want to ride with taller set, you add more spacers or whatever. So it all depends on who you ride, all this, how you ride, and on your style. And right here I have some Perfect 10 bars, S&M Perfect 10 bars with some Colt Van grips in blue. And I have a S&M Redneck XLT stem already put on. And all you're gonna do is slide them on. So you just see if I could get them on there by one hand. Give me a sec. I don't know why it doesn't want to go on right now. I normally have them on in like 2 seconds. There we go. Got them on. Okay. And then when you put them on, you don't want them to be tight right away, like your bars. So you like, after you put on your wheel and everything, you go back to your bars, straighten them out to the level of your forks, or whatever you want, wherever you want them. It's up to you. And this is my bolt cap for my forks. And you kind of don't want these. You kind of don't want this to get fused to your forks. So you kind of want to put a little grease on them so they just like smoothly go in. You don't want too much because you don't want them to come loose on you while you're riding. Because the whole purpose about this, it compresses your headset and everything. So normally cap bolts are Allen wrench. Mine's a ratchet, 3/4 inch to be exact. So go ahead and screw that in. And then let's see. I have myself a ratchet right here. What you don't want to do is tighten it too much, because you will mess up your headset. Even though it's brand new, you will mess up if you have it too tight. That's one good tip right there. Moving on to my seat. I have a micro seat post. I had it already on my old bike. That's why it's all scratched up and stuff. And then same thing with my seat. That's why it's ripped. You can go ahead and put that on. Some people like to cut the little plastic cover on the seat for like where the bolt goes, because supposedly for them it's hard to find the bolt to screw on your seat post. For me, it's not really hard. All you do is just maneuver your Allen key around, and you'll end up finding it. And then what you want to do is, let's see, you don't want to have it like set correctly. Like, if you don't have it set correctly, you loosen it again. If I can find this bolt again. Give me a sec. Found it again. So just set it where you want it. I leave mine loose for now, so I could adjust it later to see where I want it. There's my key. And same thing with, like, what you do want to do is line up your seat with your frame and have it straight. And you do want to tighten it down all the way so it will not move on you at all, the seat post. Because what happens if you're riding, you left a tiny bit loose. Next thing you know, your seat starts to move on you in the middle of a run or whatever. And you kind of don't want that to happen. Okay, we're going to go down now to my back half. I got some, let's see, not that one. Got myself some Profile GDH BMX cranks in chrome, 80 millimeters long. If you want to know how long you should get your cranks, it all measures out on your leg length. So since I have like 31-inch long legs, like length of my legs are 31-inch, and they're recommending 180 and 182, I think, for the length of my cranks. So it all depends on your legs or your how you're used to riding. Like me, I like keeping it like right on the dot, so I got myself some 180 millimeters crank. So in that, and if you want to know that in measuring in inches, it comes out into 7 and 3/32 of an inch. And you do want, and this is my spindle for my profile cranks, and you do want to put grease on the spindle, because you do not want to have these fuse to your cranks, because they will be pain in the butt to remove. Because I had an old pair of Miracle cranks, stock Miracle, because I used to ride a Miro bike. And what happened was I forgot to put grease on my cranks and my bolts and everything. Not all my bolts, but certain bolts, like you can put grease, and certain bolts you don't have to. So what happened was that I forgot about that, and next thing you know, my cranks were being a bigger pain in the butt to remove every single time. And yeah, and all you want to do is just slide it in, and then have it even on both sides. Not that many people, some bike shops tell you, give me a sec, where's my dirt rag? Not that a lot of shops tell you not to, if you'll need to run these dirt covers for your bearings. I disagree with them, because these do add space to your cranks, and these actually keep out all the dirt and water and stuff off your cranks while you're riding. Because if you don't ride these, you're going to end up messing up your bearings right away, and then next thing you know, you're going to end up going to do new ones, and you're wondering why your cranks and your bearings were getting messed up right away. Is because of the dirt caps. They weren't on there, so that's why. Let's see. I have myself an Odyssey 28 tooth sprocket that I got off Albies, and if you go ahead and just right ahead and put it on your, let's see, since mine are American cranks, since their profile, instead of being a 6mm Allen wrench, mine's a 5.5. Yes, 0.5 millimeter does make a difference on when it comes to Allen wrenches and stuff. So if I was you, get the right measurements, or else you're gonna end up messing up your bolts, and you end up going out to get new ones and stuff. So it's a big hassle. Oh yeah, and at the same time, I have Premium Slims PC pedals. I love them a lot. It's because never lose grip on them. Best grip I ever get. Whatever shoes I wear, I get a lot of grip on them.